Breaking right now, Madison police are searching for a man they believe is involved in a homicide. Plus, ringing in the year of the rabbit as Lunar New Year celebrations take over downtown Madison. That's all coming up right now at 10. Well, breaking news tonight, a search is on in Madison right now for a man who police suspect is involved in a murder. Madison police tell us earlier tonight an off-duty officer reported a suspicious vehicle and believed a murder suspect was inside. It happened near the Panera Bread on the east side of town off of East Washington Avenue. A pursuit began and the car was later ditched on the north side of town, but police have not confirmed a specific location. They tell us K-9 units are searching the area and nearby homes that were near the car, but could not confirm other details. This is a developing story, so be sure to stick with Channel 3000 online and News 3 Now this morning for the very latest information as we get it. If you stepped outside today, well, you've probably noticed a slight warm-up around southern Wisconsin. They're having a good time. It was warm enough to go outside and actually stay outside. Madisonians took advantage of that today. Andrew Banstra, that's what he discovered.
It was the final day of the Frozen Assets Festival this morning on Lake Mendota, and kites took over the skies above the shore. Usually you'd have to wait till spring to fly kites or for a day on the water, but here today on Lake Mendota, you didn't have to wait for either.
Who flies kites in the wintertime? It's a spring event.
That's what some people think, but not Dale, though.
I grew up on a farm up in central Wisconsin, and for something to do, we made kites and flew kites, so I've been flying kites all my life.
Fast forward to today, as dozens of kites lined the sky during the Frozen Assets Kites on Mendota, 3 generations of Bowdens are kiters.
It started, my dad was flying kites when I was younger, and he's been doing it years prior to that, and it's just been a continuation, right? So something to do with Dad, and so now it's something to do with Papa and their dad.
After all, Dale is the president of the Midwest Region's American Kite Flyers Association.
Won it by 1 vote, so I think I was the only one that was running, so my vote counts.
And even if Dale doesn't have his $9,000 dream kite yet, he's pretty proud of his family's cats.
We enjoy putting them up, and a lot of people really like these. I mean, we're known as the cat people because we have our cats.
He apologized for looking away from the camera a few times, saying it's his instinct to make sure that all kites are smooth sailing. Because as he says, his kite family, it extends beyond his bloodline.
We're one big kite family. If something happened here where my kite went down and got tangled, you would see 5 or 6 other kiters headed this way to help relaunch or untangle. That's the kind of community we are.
Across town, families were out enjoying some other winter activities. At Tenney Park, the Madison Capitals teamed up with the Parks Division to teach some of the youngest hockey fans in the area how to skate, stick handle, and score.
And we are happy that we were able to get Tenney Park open due to the warmer weather. So having them out here and the kids out on the ice, it's really just bringing that whole winter feel to Madison.
While the ice was still frozen to skate, elsewhere in southern Wisconsin, snow was melting, closing some popular snowmobile trails due to unfavorable conditions. Sunday morning, trails closed in Columbia, Rock, and Sauk counties, and beginning Monday morning at 6, trails in Iowa and Richland counties will close. Here in Dane County, only trails in the Northwest region remain open. And for the very latest on those snowmobiling trail conditions, just look at this story on channel3000.com.
And this is a live look at the state capitol on a mostly clear Sunday night. The First Warn Weather Team is tracking some potential rain, though, in the forecast for later this week. Meteorologist Julian Seawright is out on the weather patio with the forecast. I mean, meanwhile, today was a dream.
That's right, Brady. It really was a dream because we had sunshine and temperatures in the 30s that were above freezing throughout the course of the day. Honestly, it was one of those days, if you didn't go outside, you just missed a treat. Now, we do have mostly clear skies around southern Wisconsin. It's going to be like that throughout the next few hours. We won't see cloud cover really start to build until the overnight hours, but it will get cold. It's 18 degrees right now. We're going to continue to slide into about the middle teens once we get around 4 a.m. with cloud cover starting to build as well. Throughout southern Wisconsin, it's a bit milder south of Madison. As you can see, for Janesville, Platteville, and for Monroe, they're in the 20s and the upper 20s between Monroe to Janesville as of right now. The good news is, though, we're not having to deal with too bad of terms of wind chills throughout southern Wisconsin. Light winds are moving moving in from the north, but with those winds themselves, it's also why we're getting those colder temperatures starting to advance throughout much of southern Wisconsin as that cold front continues to move. Now, wind chills, again, not going to be too much of an issue for us, but planning out the rest of tonight, we're all going to be sliding into those teens as we get into the early Monday morning hours. Now, outside of that, here's a quick look at what we're going to be seeing for tomorrow. We're actually going to be warming up once again into the upper 30s, near 40 degrees. Cloud cover will build, but we're also tracking some showers in our forecast. We'll tell you when and how you may be impacted in just a few moments. Until then, back to you, Brady.
Thanks, Julian. Well, new tonight, while Lunar New Year was technically 2 weeks ago, today a special celebration took place in downtown Madison. Nicole Herzog shows us the sights and sounds from those celebrating the Year of the Rabbit.
Happy Lunar New Year!
It's a time to celebrate good luck, prosperity, and hope.
It's an opportunity for families to get together, to bring community together, make a lot of noise to scare away those evil spirits, enjoy a lot of delicious food.
Performers from Shangyi Kung Fu Association marked the end of the Lunar New Year with a colorful lion dance at Lisa Link Peace Park. The tradition is over 1,000 years old. It's meant to chase away evil spirits and bring in good fortune.
As a child, I attended quite a few lion dances at home. So this is a really nice, fun activity for the Lunar New Year.
But with violence following Lunar New Year celebrations in Los Angeles and recent acts of discrimination facing Asian communities around the country, a time meant for celebration has been marked with sadness. For the event's coordinator, it's even more of a reason to host the event.
To say, no, we love our AAPI community in Madison. We love that we have AAPI-owned businesses in downtown, and we want to celebrate with them, we want to honor them, and we want to tell them that we love having them here by hosting something like this.
It's something that was top of mind for those planning the event.
There's no easy answers, and it's just, going to the trainings that you can go to, trying to set things up as best as you can, but also not letting hate get in the way of celebrating something important and something beautiful.
For many of the guests who attended, connecting to their culture and honoring those traditions is what it's all about.
Always kind of looking for ways to kind of get connected to the Asian American side of myself, and this is a great way to do that.
For News 3 Now, I'm Nicole Herzog.
If you're longing for the days of spring, a brand new flower that adds some color to your home may help. Old Brick Botanical Gardens hosted the 34th Orchid Quest this weekend, an annual show and sale for the Madison Orchid Growers Guild. Well, there, not only were you tempted to take home an orchid of your own, like photojournalist Sydney Martin was, but there were also hundreds of other unique plants on display as well. And there was also the opportunity to learn to grow orchids yourself from local gardening experts.
Oh, I think orchids are an amazing species. They're tropical, which a lot of Wisconsin people aren't used to seeing. So especially in February in Wisconsin, it's a perfect place to come and take your winter coat off and pretend like you're in the tropics.
And okay, if you didn't know, orchids are the largest family of flowering plants. There are more than 25,000 species, meaning there are more species of orchids on the planet than mammals and birds. If you're starting to think about your summer road trip, hey, you're not alone. In fact, you may even be thinking about taking that trip in style. This weekend, the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale return to the Alliant Energy Center. Whether you already own an RV or you're considering buying one, everything you could ever want was all in one place. We're talking about more than 1 mile's length of RVs and camping equipment on display from local sellers. It costs $10 to get in, and there were hourly door prizes too. Industry experts say RV shows are often held toward the beginning of the year because that's when many dealerships have new models on display. Across the country tonight, there's reaction on both sides of the aisle after a U.S. military jet shot down a suspected spy balloon from China. The balloon fell into waters off the Carolina coast, and people there are urged not to touch any of the debris that washes ashore. Christian Benavidez shares some of those eyewitness accounts.
Residents who live along the Carolina coast received instructions from the Myrtle Beach Police Department if they spot remnants from the suspected Chinese spy balloon. It was shot down Saturday by a U.S. fighter jet.
Contact us right away. I mean, this is obviously a federal investigation. We don't want to tamper with any evidence. We want to call law enforcement right away so that we can secure that and turn that over to the proper authority.
The balloon was was brought down Saturday afternoon about 6 nautical miles from Myrtle Beach.
All of a sudden, you seen the balloon just go, and the top of it was just like confetti. And the bottom of it just like slumped like a balloon, you know, like you'd see like somebody's parachute or something that didn't do right.
Senators will get a briefing on the balloon and China's surveillance capabilities as early as this week, according to Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Now we can collect the equipment and analyze the technology used by the Chinese Communist Party.
While Democrats offered support for President Biden's decision to shoot down the balloon, Republicans criticized the timing of the military maneuver. The Defense Department says President Biden gave his authorization Wednesday to bring it down, but military officials decided it was too risky for those below until it drifted out to sea.
He allowed a full week for the Chinese to conduct spying operations over the United States, over sensitive military installations, exposing not just photographs, but the potential of intercepted communications.
The balloon passed over 11 states. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Still ahead tonight at 10, if you commute north through Columbia County on I-3990, there's some construction you'll want to know before heading out the door tomorrow. And a historic achievement for Viola Davis at tonight's Grammys. There she is. We'll share the new club that she's joined up next.
Get Jack's Pizza for just $1.49. Monday only at Hy-Vee. That's right. Your daily deal for Monday is Jack's Pizza for just $1.49 while supplies last. Only at Hy-Vee.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Call right now to find out if you qualify.
Call 1-800-336-0524. 1-800-336-0524.
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Gruber Law Offices has been fighting and winning for people injured by big trucks for more than 30 years. One call, that's all.
Got a good feeling about this, yeah, I'm with it. I got a good feeling about this, yeah, so let's get it. I'm feeling good vibes.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Get Jack's Pizza for just $1.49. Monday only at Hy-Vee. That's right. Your daily deal for Monday is Jack's Pizza for just $1.49 while supplies last. Only at Hy-Vee.
Every weekday, the Jennifer Hudson Show will fill your cup.
I had to get my good sip in today.
And on my next show,
It's good, too.
the gorgeous Megan Good.
I can't wait.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Looking ahead to your drive tomorrow morning, expect some congestion on the I-3990 and Wisconsin Highway 60 interchange east of Lodi. Crews are working to replace the bridges there, and they're adding roundabouts. During construction, all northbound freeway traffic will be shifted to the southbound lanes, creating 2 lanes in each direction. A concrete barrier will separate both directions of travel. Work on the intersection is set to be complete in spring next year. Also tomorrow, the Wisconsin Union kicks off its Winter Carnival, which we're told will be twice as big as it was last year. We all know winter can be a bit bleak, so the annual celebration of the season brings community members together to enjoy a variety of winter activities, like the ice fishing derby on Thursday or the rail jam snowboarding and skiing trick competition for next Saturday. Now, perhaps the most well-known famous Winter Carnival event is the display of Lady Liberty's head, arm, and torch on Lake Mendota. It continues a tradition that started back in 1979 as a prank, and for the first time in 6 years, the carnival will close with fireworks over the lake, set for next Saturday night at 7. 2 days from now, Hy-Vee will open the doors on its 2 newest stores here in southern Wisconsin. The Janesville location, located on Humes Road on the city's north side, will open Tuesday at 6 in the morning. It's expected to create about 600 new jobs in the area. The Oregon store will also open Tuesday as well. It's at the location of the former Bill's Food Center on North Main Street. Well, let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Julian Seawright. What's going on, Julian?
Well, Brady, we are looking at a marvelous week ahead of us, and it's not just the temperatures, but we are also going to be seeing some sun for a few of our days. Now, let's get right into it. Our 3 things we're going to need to know. We're looking at mild and above average temperatures throughout much of the new week ahead. And on top of it, we are also going to be seeing some showers that are going to be rolling in once we get into our Monday night, into our early Tuesday, but then later into the week. We're also looking for some scattered rain potential and even some wintry mixes as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it now that the weather headlines are over with. Right now, we're looking at pretty much just a clear sky and a quiet night here in Madison. Temperatures are rather chilly, and as we look ahead, we're going to see those mid-teens once we roll into the overnight hours, with a bit of cloud cover slowly starting to build. Tonight's temperatures throughout southern Wisconsin are going to be into those middle and upper teens, especially for Platteville and near Janesville. Before tomorrow, we're looking into the upper 30s. However, folks, take notes. It might not be too breezy once we're heading out the door, but it will be once we get into our afternoon and evening hours, and even seeing some gusts near 30 miles per hour once we roll into our 5 p.m. commutes. Tomorrow, we're looking at upper 30s, near 40 degrees for many of us here in southern Wisconsin. And here's one thing we're also going to be watching for. Late Monday afternoon and night, we do have a potential to see some light rain. Snow amounts are going to be few and far between, especially for southern Wisconsin. Any kind of snow is mainly going to be far north near La Crosse area, and it's potentially going to be mixing in with any kind of rain. Outside of that is going to be a short period of some wet weather. What we're really going to be watching for here, the First Warn Weather Team, is from Wednesday night through Friday. We're looking at better potential for us to see rain and even mixing in with snow that could accumulate for some areas here in southern Wisconsin. It's mainly going to be central Wisconsin, closer to the southeastern parts of Minnesota and near the southern Illinois line for us as we get into the rest of the week. But until then, here's what we're going to be walking out to. 7 o'clock, going to be on the cloudier side, but wind speeds will really start to pick up around the noon hour and stick throughout much of our Monday afternoon. We're going to be looking at some small bursts of some rain rolling its way in once we get into our evening hours. It's going to be mainly around dinner time or a little bit after. Some of that rain is going to really start to roll its way in throughout southern Wisconsin, but it gets out of here rather quickly. Around midnight into the overnight hours is when we're expecting for that rain to really clear out for us, which is why we're not looking at too much in terms of rain accumulation for us here in southern Wisconsin. Maybe 1/10 of an inch near Madison, but overall is going to be a quick hit and run in terms of rain. Outside of that, here's a look at our 10-day forecast. It's going to feel pretty good in terms of the surface temperatures, folks. We're talking upper 30s, near 40 degrees, excuse me. And as we get into Wednesday, we'll be into those lower 40s. Thursday, we're also going to be watching for that mixing, some rain, some snow, and looking at some more snow shower chances early into our Friday. But for this weekend, at least as of right now, looking on the drier side, and temperatures look to warm back up as well.
And listen, I was feeling good about myself. I bought a new tie on sale, but you were ready for the Grammys. This is great.
I was waiting for my award. Unfortunately, I did not win tonight. Instead,
Next year.
Next year. We're going to have to wait. Harry Styles stole my award, but it's okay, folks. I'm waiting. I'm a humble man.
Look out, Taylor Swift. Julian's coming for you next year. All right. Thanks, Julian. Earlier tonight, you saw the Grammys right here on News 3. But before the televised portion of the award show, Viola Davis earned an extremely rare achievement. She can now claim EGOT status. Yes, that's when an artist wins an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony Award. She won a Grammy tonight in the Best Audiobook, Narration, and Storytelling Recording category for her audiobook, Finding Me.
I wrote this book to honor the 6-year-old Viola, to honor her life, her joy, her trauma, everything. And it has just been such a journey. I just EGOT.
Davis is just the 4th black person alongside Whoopi Goldberg, John Legend, and Jennifer Hudson to complete the EGOT. She won an Academy Award for her supporting actress role in the 2016 movie Fences and earned an Emmy for her in 2015 for her role in How to Get Away with Murder. Additionally, she has 2 Tony wins, one for King Hedley II and the Broadway production of Fences. Coming up in sports, Badger men's basketball was not able to get past Northwestern this season. Jordan has those highlights and post-game reactions.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You put it all on the line. You do it all. So you bring Ubrelvy. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-490-1347 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-490-1347.
It's time to bring balance to business travel and discover the equilibrium that works for you. At National, you're in control. Skip the counter, choose any car in the aisle, and manage your rental right from the app. So you can mix work with leisure, or leisure with work, giving you the control to find the perfect balance. Go National. Go like a pro.
When we designed the all-new Honda Pilot Trail Sport, we made it adventure ready. With features like an enhanced all-wheel drive system and off-road tuned suspension, so you can blaze new trails. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. Visit your local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. Buy online or reserve from select Honda dealers.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new lightweight tinted cream. Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of cover up and conceal things, but with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone, so you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Try it this Valentine's Day for only $19.95, plus get free shipping and handling. Visit tintandtighten.com or call the number on your screen.
Every
game matters, but at this point in the season, getting a win is crucial for Wisconsin men's basketball. The Badgers enter the night 1 game under 500 in conference play, with just 9 games left in the regular season. While a rematch with Northwestern is on deck, the Wildcats won the first meeting 2 weeks ago, and it's another gritty battle. Knotted up at 26 in the second half, Connor Essegian from the top of the key. Now, good things happen when you get CE3 the ball. He calls his number once again, this time from the corner, 3 of his 15 points on the night. Of course, this one is far from over. 45 seconds on the clock, down by 1. Chucky Hepburn sinks the go-ahead floater. Now, close games are Wisconsin's bread and butter, but costly fouls down the stretch and not being able to capitalize on a couple of shots, it gives Northwestern everything they need to beat Wisconsin and sweep them for the first time in over 25 years. The Badgers fall 54-52, move to 5-7 in Big Ten play, and no, they got to figure things out quickly.
In a lower possession game like this, we've got to be obviously much more efficient, and foul line is part of it. Getting better shots specifically there when we had 2 or 3 possessions down the stretch to be able to either take the lead or tie. So we'll look through the film. I've seen a little bit of the replays, but we'll see the other things that went into the game that got us to that point, and learn from it and quickly turn the page.
Badgers back to the grind in just a few days. They're going to head to Penn State Wednesday for their second round with the Nittany Lions. BW won the first meeting back in January. Tip-off is set for 7:30. Badger women's on the road this afternoon, taking on Rutgers for the first time this season, and it's close throughout. The Badgers are down by 3 in the 4th. Maddie Wilkie has the answer. She cashes in from the corner, and it's a tie ball game, but that doesn't last for long because Wilkie knocks down the jumper a minute later. Bucky is back on top. Well, the Scarlet Knights are quick to respond. An 8-0 scoring run gives them the lead, and they win it 73-67. Bucks have been all gas and no brakes since the new year rolled around. They only dropped 5 games in 2023 and are riding a 7-game win streak, the longest since the start of the season when they started 9-0. The Bucks are fresh off a win over Miami, where Giannis recorded his 3rd triple-double of the season. The Greek Freak was all smiles after the game, especially with having a pair of honorary teammates alongside him in the post-game presser. Make-A-Wish kids Heath and Noah learning the ins and outs from the MVP.
Make the environment make a joke or something, and kind of just avoid the question in your face the best way you can. We just bowling. We play well. Guys are having fun. Heath and Noah brought us good luck. The atmosphere is good. We're competing well. We're playing together, and we're having fun. So that's why we're winning.
Aaron Rodgers gets to check something off his bucket list. The MVP was crowned the winner of the 2023 AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am along Ben Silverman. They finished 26 under par, and he's now going to have his name put on the Wall of Champions. It's located behind Pebble Beach's first tee. The tourney format did get altered due to weather, so instead of a full 4 days, it ended with 3 rounds. And officially 1 week from the historic matchup in Super Bowl 57, the Chiefs and Eagles landed in Arizona this afternoon. Now, looking at how these teams are going to match up, KC rounded out the regular season atop several offensive categories, including total offense, scoring, passing touchdowns, and simply passing yards. The Eagles finished in the top 3 for total offense and points, but when it came to the pound and ground game, they ranked number 1 in the regular season for most rushing tutties.
Wow.
Well, now we're talking football. You watched some football over the weekend, didn't you?
You know I'm a big sports guy.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So what did you do this weekend?
Well,
Ray?
I watched a Super Bowl. Well, it was the movie 80 for Brady. I went to 80 for Brady, and I tweeted about it. And one of the stars, Lily Tomlin, and her wife talked to me on Twitter. They quote tweeted me. There's me casually standing by the poster. You know, this is a glimpse into what I do with my weekends.
But no, it's fantastic. Yeah, you've gotten a lot of, you've had Giannis, you've had Lily, you've had Reba, you're popping off on Twitter. Look at you.
Just trying.
You're just
clawing my way to the top.
Just
they haven't sent me a cease and desist yet, but no, it was a really cute movie. I would take your mom, take your family,
absolutely.
friends.
Definitely on my list.
All right, well, this was nice.
This was nice.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
A prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz.
On the Supreme Court, I'll be a common sense judge. I'll protect public safety. I believe in a woman's freedom to make her own decision on abortion. It's time for a change.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
One thing you should really know when you choose Spectrum One is that you're getting a lot of things in one thing. You get fast and reliable Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi with state-of-the-art security, doors wide open, Tim, and unlimited mobile, all working together seamlessly. You know what the best part is? Yes! Very surprising. Spectrum One is just $49.99. You missed it, Jason. Spectrum One. Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile, all for just $49.99. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-501-5956 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
After a crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the knowledge and experience to make sure you're protected. And we're here to help whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Got a good feeling about this, yeah, I'm with it. I got a good feeling about this, yeah, so let's get it. I'm feeling good vibes.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion,
even in cases of rape and the health of the mother.
Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
How to avoid losing money to bank imposters, Thursday at 10.
Well, you know,
big day for you.
It is. Today is National Weather Person's Day, and I want to thank not just myself, but all of the First Warn Weather team for everything that they've done, especially Gary, who's been here for over 30 years, giving the weather for southern Wisconsin and the Madison community. And shout out to our team. We're very hardworking to give you as much accurate and detailed forecasts every single day. So shout out to my team for everything that they've done. But a quick look at our 10-day forecast. Speaking of which, it's temperature-wise not going to be too bad, but make sure you have your rain gear for tomorrow evening and for Wednesday night into our Thursday. So we're going to see some wet weather.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for staying up late with us. Have a great evening.